Hola, hola. Welcome, welcome. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Yeah, yeah. Lyra, loyal soldiers, loyal soldier, entertainment. Bless up. Dwight, welcome. Happy holidays. Evening. Welcome. I'm just waiting for some more people to join, but of course, it's the Levels community, and today we're gonna talk dancehall. We're gonna talk about a lot. What heap of things are going in the industry. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that today. Yeah, I know, right? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, so just give me a thumbs up for people on the live right now. I know it has been a while, it's been a minute since I clocked in with the Levels community, and new year, new gear. So of course, 2026 is about being more intentional and doing lives, because my aim, as you already know, for people who are a part of the Levels community, is just to drop in and do more lives on a regular basis and that type of thing. So yeah, I am here. Happy holidays to the people them who just joining. I hope your New Year was good. I hope your Christmas was good and all of that. But make we talk dancehall. Nothing's gone. Massacre, Tommy Lee Sparta. We're going to talk about it. Tommy Lee dropping new interview with the Fix. Have you watched it yet? Big up to the Fix. Really good interview. Big up to Tommy Lee. We also see where Kraff and Galiday Bunks promoter them are go at it. We're definitely going to talk about that as well. And of course, the ongoing beef, the saga involving Vegas and Bounty Killer, 1914 beef, a long time them thing they're going. So those are some of the things that we want to talk about. And of course, feel free to drop any suggestions or ideas that you want us to talk about. But yeah, me and check in with and them kind of thing there. So I feel like we can start with Tommy Lee Sparta for sure. I watched the interview, and like I said, big up to the Fix. And my takeaway from that interview is big up to Tommy Lee. Like, I don't get that Tommy Lee Sparta have any bad vibe towards Massacre, or if even take the clash on a serious note, like where them have real beef or that type of thing. We just get from Tommy Lee Sparta that, like him saying at the interview, him not too take nothing serious. And for him, I appreciated the fact that Tommy Lee also, gave Massacre credit in the same breath, like he must say, yo, him pretty lyrical and all of that. I think it was a great interview all in all, and I feel like Tommy Lee fans and also people who are not fans of Tommy Lee Sparta, the interview to me provided like some insights where you can get to understand Tommy Lee a little better and realize even though I must say Uncle Demon and them thing there, that there is more to him. And this is something that I didn't know about Tommy Lee Sparta before, because of course I would have interviewed him on multiple occasions, many times on Irie platform and that kind of thing. But I really appreciated how the interview go, and it just make you understand say the fans them really take the clash them more serious than the artists, just based on what Tommy Lee said, because obviously we don't hear like from Massacre and that type of thing. I also appreciated from the interview when Tommy Lee said no hard feelings as it relates towards Bounty Killer, who ultimately come out and him choose him side and make the people them know say yeah one side and him like who him like. But me appreciate Tommy Lee Sparta's response in that kind of way. Like him I say, yeah, big up Bounty Killer regardless, and him also shed some light as it relates to how the beef between him and Bounty starts, and it would have seemed like a some gal thing. Yeah, it would have seemed like a some gal thing or whatever. But for the most part, I just feel like the fans them are fuel the beef, even not even more than the artists them, and that's what I get from Tommy Lee Sparta because him really did keep it 100. Him keep it 100. I felt it was a good look, and oh, this is what I need to say about Tommy Lee Sparta too, as it relates to the whole clash with Massacre. Tommy Lee was very strategic because when you listen to the interview and you hear him say, just even how him drop the songs and the approach where him take, because him would have make you know same approach is like, yo, him a go drop, him want to drop the final song because him also know the industry, him understand the streets, and in addition to him knowing the industry and knowing the street, him also very strategic, him calculating in terms of how him a go about it. Also in the interview, you hear him highlight and say, look, for him, it was about streaming numbers as well. So if you're going on one clash, and in the clash, you're not just thinking about what the other person has said, but you're looking at it as a whole. Like, what do you want from this clash? Where you want to get out of that situation, So I felt like Tommy Lee was very calculating. He was very strategic. Him know when he wants out of the clash, and I think he got exactly what he wanted from that situation. And it made me really wonder, like sometimes when me a pre, like looking at the whole Massacre versus Tommy Lee Sparta clash, could it have been like a situation like, for example, if the clash did continue, could we see like a replica of Beanie Bounty, Vibes Cartel, Movado, with Massacre and a Tommy Lee Sparta? Like, if them did continue the clash, would that be like the next column in a dancehall as it relates to, a clash where memorable and, make some moves? Because in truth, to me, the fact that the clash just go on across social media, I feel like dancehall fans never really get that opportunity. Like a lot of us who did experience Bounty Beanie, Vibes Cartel, Movado clash, where at the end of them, singing on the same rhythm and going at each other and, fans choosing them sides, there was a battleground, like there was an opportunity for the man them to show them wits, them lyrical prowess, just go out there and, go at it through Sting. You know what I mean? So I don't know if with Tommy Lee Sparta and Massacre, they're not us not having a Sting this year because of, different reasons. Sting had its own challenges, financial and otherwise, the effects from Hurricane Melissa and all of that. But it's almost like it make you wonder. Well, it made me wonder, really and truly, like if the clash had continued, if it could have get to a space where a Tommy Lee Sparta Massacre, because the two artists, them very talented. There was a point when Tommy Lee Sparta was running dancehall. I'm gonna also remember that. So, so both of them ultimately have what it takes, them have the talent, them bring the thing to the space. So is it possible any at all that we truly could have said them become like the next, like what Bounty, Beanie, Vibes Cartel, and Movado was? What do you think about that? If you are me, made too deep, you can, chat. Let me know in the chat how that go. Rule 008, so with Alkaline and Massacre, Tommy not at that level talent wise. And rule. Don't rule out Tommy Lee, Remember, so Tommy Lee are the same one where give a rich badness, under vibes, that big bad collaboration with Skeng. So him do him thing, boy, yeah. And I feel like even for Tommy Lee too, like he gave us Hey Alexa, volume one. Yeah, he gave us like a real dancehall rock star type of vibe. And we see where like a lot of the younger youths, like Skeng, for example, trying to even replicate that kind of vibe that Tommy Lee Sparta brings. So him have him thing and him bring him difference to the space. But yeah, I feel like if the clash had continued and if there was a space, an arena for the battleground now, for we see the man them show them lyrical wits, because recording a song in the studio, recording a song in the studio and being on stage and being able to do them lyrics there on spot, like how we see Ninja Man and Merciless and so many other greats just come and do it on stage. It's like two different things, because when you go to the studio, it provides you with that opportunity now for think about what you want to say, how you want to say it, and how to craft it. But in that moment, pan stage, pan the graphic battleground, when the fans them there in the arena and that kind of momentum, it's like it take a different type of artist now. You have to understand the business, you have to understand the industry, you have to understand the fans. And in that moment, it's like, yo, sink or swim. So I feel like it was kind of like an injustice somewhat. Like, fans were loving it. Fans that take them sides. Fans were really passionate about it. And when we say fans, we mean like the Crocs were passionate. You have the Sparta Gaza fans who were passionate about, what was happening. And people did have vent them opinion, whether or not they were wrong or right. But people were just passionate on a level. So I feel like if there was an arena, a platform for the man them to just go out there and deal with it, that would have been so epic for the fans. It would have been historic for dancehall. And yeah, I understand like some people believe that clash for dancehall kind of bad for the culture because it create this division or that kind of thing. But the truth is, there's a space and a place for clash. There's a space and a place for clash, and there are dancehall fans who love it, and so many entertainers rise from some of the highest level through clashes. And believe it or not, the fans them love it, fans them love the clashing, the fans them love the antics. And I felt like December, a lot of people just got excited about the music because of what was happening between Tommy Lee, Sparta, and Massacre. And you saw that through social media. It's just unfortunate that, there really wasn't an arena like that for the gladiators, them just run out and do them thing and, really ignite the fans them the real way. But that's just my opinion. But you can hit up the chat and make me see what some people are saying. I love how the conversation I go. Because, say, at levels, right? So, yeah. Indigo Underworld Media said people now say Tommy Lee as him own man yet. Cartel puppet, just being honest. And again, the fans are going to express themselves and voice them opinion. But for me personally, I see Tommy Lee as him own artist. I don't say yes, Tommy Lee came through the ranks of the Gaza and Vibes Cartel, but I feel like Tommy Lee Sparta has stood on his own. And if we're gonna be honest, we have to call a spade a spade. Him stand up on him own. When him come out and him say rich badness or when him do under vibes, that's him standing on his own. That's him doing his thing. And when he was running dancehall, I never feel like in that moment when him are doing thing, like people felt like, oh, there is a tie to it. Like we feel like family step out and doing things. Similarly, just like how popcorn step out and doing thing and in my own big man. Vanessa Bling similarly. So I not agree with you with that point, Indigo, but I get where you're coming from. But I feel like there is enough data and proof for sure we say Tommy Lee Sparta would have stand on his own and show we say, yeah, there's a separation between him and Cartel. Kevin, I agree. I say yes. Rule, somebody I said something to Rule. I said, for the New Year's, you are Arimus YouTube stream. Okay, so music news. I said, look here, I a different business. This is levels. Remember, I start the thing, it's not radio, it's levels with Kshema, but I'll definitely take that point and I'll bring that to radio as well. This one said, Clash not done yet. Massacre better prepare. Loyal soldier said that. And I hear you, but when I listen to the interview with Tommy Lee Sparta on Fix, I kind of get well, I guess Tommy Lee did same have Wally for song just a wait, same kind of wait for Massacre, but I don't think Massacre may respond because it's like whether you want to agree or not, he's definitely one of the front runners right now in dancehall. Like a lot of the songs that him do, a lot of the songs that him put out, it really connect with the masses, it connect with the audience. And I don't feel like he is hungry enough to say want to clash. I feel like he's focused on the EP when drop just drop Her Name Is Love. I think him more focused on him label and when want to attain or when want to achieve, whatever that list is looking like. I don't feel like a clash per se is on the forefront of his agenda. And in order for a clash to really and truly work, the artists them have to want it, them have to fuel it. Just like how we did say Cartel and Movado, like them fuel it, and it went on until them hit the stage at Sting, and the man in their Sting for Who Did God the Clash was very intense, like you could have feel the tension in the air and that sort of thing. And even after that clash, because for some everybody have them winner who them say win that clash, and but ultimately there was that opportunity for the musical gladiators to fight them fight in front of the fans. But yeah, back to your question. If I feel like the clash, like I say, think the clash done, and me I say, me think the clash kind of done because it gonna take two for tango. So if one man not really depend that, it not gonna work. And ruler say, yo, clash always been a part of dancehall culture. Absolutely, real talk. And we know this. Because even me sometimes, me not lie, sometimes me find myself where me I say, boy, I can't take the tension, and sometimes what clashes bring, like that tension, that negative vibe. You just want everybody to kumbaya and get along. But the truth is, life in itself is about negative and positive. So you're not gonna have that. And to me, even more than the artists, them, the fans, them love the clash. Them love it. Yeah, and this person has said, you're right. I think they could be the next twin column, and same way people did think there could be no other Ninja Man and Shabarangs or Bounty and Beanie, but Cartel and Movado come do it. And that is a very, very good point. That's a very good point. So even for persons who are say, boy, them not think it could have happened, it's like when you really do the maths and you check the levels, you realize, say, really and truly, Tamale, Sparta and Massacre, if they had continued it, because both of them have them fan base. So ultimately we could have seen one next column in a dancehall as it relates to a replication of the type of clashes that we have seen over the years. I really feel like that could have gone if it did continue. And this one says twin column would naturally be alkaline versus massacre. They're on in the same level. I guess even on the same level. You can't build column with a next artist who doesn't complement you. I also get that point too. I get the point, Dana. I get what you're saying, but I still don't feel like them couldn't do it. I feel like them could do it as well. But it would be epic to see like an alkaline and a massacre showdown as well. So I definitely understand where I come from, Rule. Sam Shan, big up yourself. Thank you so much. Yeah, like up the live. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's Levels with Kshema. Be a part of the Levels community. And yeah, me just there chat a reason with you. Like the name of the channel is, it's Levels, and me I talk dancehall. For who don't know, you just doing me for the first time. I have been in the industry for almost 2 decades. Yeah, I know I look young and sing, right? But I've been in it for a minute. I have interviewed just about every entertainer, and I have conversations with just about every entertainer. I know the industry. I've been a part of the industry since I was a tiny tot. Yeah, long time I did the thing. Somebody in a radio for a long time, and I have a lot of history, a lot of musical history to share. And through this platform, Levels with Kshema, this is what I'm going to do. Just have the conversation and talk about it. Because the next thing we realized upon social media, everybody with a smartphone or everybody with access just venting and, just talking about stuff. Sometimes you can tell that they don't know what they're talking about. Sometimes you can tell, say, yeah, them know or they make sense. So it's just to connect with the people and have that conversation, you know? Yeah, have that conversation so we can level. Bounty, for example, couldn't build a twin column with Merciless, as Merciless didn't have the same level of work or success. Alkaline and Massacre fit that. Rule, yes, I get your point. I definitely get your point. And I agree with you that, Massacre and Alkaline could do that. I can see it. I see that clear. I see it very clear, even more clearer than Massacre, Tommy Lee, Sparta. So I get your point. Real solid point. Yeah, make this a rule. So for the clash to go on and be like a Movado Cartel clash, they would have to be on the same rhythm. Absolutely. And that's one of the crucial things. But I know rhythms and juggling over time, like it kind of fade out because I'm not gonna say artists afraid to go up on the same rhythm or whatever, but in recent times, but back then, them never business. You hear a boom rhythm, and like Shaba said, DJ ears cock up when them hear boom rhythm, them just want go up on the rhythm, them do them thing, and the fans them get a treat. We haven't had that in a while, so that would definitely be something to see. Having the Tamale, Sparta, the Massacre, the Alkaline, have them on the same rhythm and that kind of thing. Like that would definitely work. And I feel like that type of energy too, not only will it work, but it will ignite the industry on a level. You know what I mean? Because those are things where fans want, and it's just like having a product, right? Like the fans want it, so why not give it to them? Because there is a demand that they feed. Yeah, man. Where did this a person I say? Tamale and Massacre fi clash on the same rhythm. Yes, Price. Would want to see that. I see where DJ Mac, like that rhythm that Tamale Sparta was on. It's interesting. I guess when we go back to work, we could have probably find out, if him did reach out to Massacre to be a part of the rhythm, and then ultimately you know how it going to one clash. Somebody a go win and somebody have to lose, right? Yeah, so that type of thing. But that would definitely help. That would definitely help with the longevity of the clash, because with Bounty and Beanie being on the same rhythm and Cartel and Movado being on the same rhythm, um, fans got quality songs, fans got songs that kind of ignite the vibe and ultimately grew both their fan bases. Well, both for Beanie Bounty and Cartel and Movado. And we see how that play out. And especially now in the time that we're living in, every artist need for at least have them own fan base. So that's just something them can look into. Ultimately, too, it have to be a clash where people want to see, like me know people want to say the Tamale Sparta Massacre. People would also want to say Massacre Alkaline. So it have to be a clash where people want to say there has to be a demand, because if the demand are there, it now go on. Natural Love says, Queen, stop making excuses for Massacre, because Tommy Lee just send out a bait and him have two options. One is focus on his EP to start the war. No, focus on his EP or start the war to help his EP, and let me put it in one more. And let me put in one more options. I enjoyed the clash. Was waiting for um the oats to come out though. All right. Okay. Me now make no excuse, team. Natural Love. Me now make no excuse. Me just a look on it, because at levels, right? So in talking about it, we have to be, rational with the reasoning. And yes, it would be epic if them continue it. Not true. It would have been epic if them continue it. But again, in having a conversation and trying to make a point, ultimately too, you have to weigh the pros and the cons. Like you look on it to say, like, okay, so him have this a go on over here, so, and this a happen over there. So says like that's a whole me reason still for just kind of look on the practical side of things and look on the two artists, because in truth, whether or not you want to admit it, Tommy Lee Sparta, in the moments, like he needed the clash more than Massacre. You understand? He needed the clash more than Massacre, and Massacre bite the bait at that time. And right now, look at Tommy Lee. He's doing it. Like his numbers are up, songs he's putting out, his fans are ignited, them excited. So it worked. It definitely worked. So bless up yourself, new phone. Big up yourself, real way. So the next thing that we want to talk about too, we see the ongoing conversation involving Bounty Killer and Mr. Vegas across social media. And for a lot of dancehall fans who know the history, you would have know say a lot, not today. And today, Killer actually make that name stick on Mr. Vegas. For me personally, I don't feel like Mr. Vegas is that. You understand? I don't feel like he's that. Dancehall will always be dancehall. Dancehall artists are gonna always come with different craft and them kind of something there. And what I will definitely say about Mr. Vegas is like he survived. He survived that nickname, and him survive it in a one arena where people in a dance hall in truth. No people can survive them kind of thing they, survive them type of situation, survive them type of thing they being called on their name. So the fact that he still managed to build his career, and in recent times when I watch him talk about it, like in this last interview he did. I'm not the interview with Conscience, but I think it was a live that he did. And in talking about the live, you can tell say it is something that weigh heavy upon Mr. Vegas. But you have to give Mr. Vegas credit for, despite Bounty Killer saying that about him, he still managed to push out a successful career where to date him still are getting bookings. And when I said the name Mr. Vegas, he's an international artist and him have hits. You have some songs from Mr. Vegas where you can't go on no international party and them songs then a play. So with that, you definitely have to give him props. I also hear the conversation going around where people are saying that, oh, Bounty Killer bad mind or that kind of thing. And to me, like when we look at it again, like I wouldn't say Bounty Killer bad mind, because for a Bounty Killer, for example, for break so many artists, and I think what Bounty Killer do for the industry in our lifetime, we may not see another artist manage to replicate that. You understand? So somebody with bad mind in truth, if you assess it and you think about it in a logical sense, you have to break so many artists, like push them out there without them having to sign a contractual agreement, no strings attached. You just see talent and push talent out there. To me, I don't see that as being bad mind. I see that as somebody who just have a big heart. So much interviews that I've done with different entertainers, selectors, and that kind of thing, and you will hear what Bounty Killer do for people. No, him a come and tell we, a people who in the interview them I say, yo, big up Killer. Killer make me, Charlie Black, for example, say Killer make me buy my first car, or Agent Sasko, we have him story about Bounty Killer and just the impact. And not just entertainers as well. Like Bounty Killer is one of them who actually break selectors, radio personalities. Let me give you a story. Cause I play music on the radio as well, right? So me I juggle hard, And Killer have this song, and the song it's a song on Shaggy's rhythm. The song named Stoplight. And me I juggle the song, and me make my video, because I used to go live a lot on Instagram until them flagged me. So anyway, me post the video, and Killer reposted that video on his timeline. I wasn't doing it for Killer to repost it, but he reposted it on his timeline. And just from that repost alone, I got some 5,000 subscribers. Now, if I'm going to tell my story, Bounty don't know what he did, but then I know the impact him reposting me on him timeline have. So I'm just saying that to say him definitely have a big heart, and I think he goes around and kind of help people without even them knowing, without him probably realizing or knowing, and him just do it without needing anything in return. So when I look at that, I cannot buy into the narrative. I can't look at that narrative to say like, oh yeah, that's factual or that is true, because it is also true that he is very giving. It is also true that him have a big heart, and it is also true that him help a lot of people. In the same breath, it is also true that Mr. Vegas is possibly experiencing something traumatic. Enough artists wouldn't survive with something like that upon them name. And he did. And it make you wonder, what did it take for him to survive that? And him say it like, you see where now he went back to school. I think he studied psychology, and you can see even how that psychology that he studied is helping him, because when you watch him interviews, when you watch him lives, when you listen to how him communicate, and when you hear how him express himself, you know, you can tell say him learn some things. So having matching the psychology with him having knowledge of the dancehall landscape, the dancehall industry, and know how it go. Him understand, but me know it's an easy maneuver. But ultimately, we see where him still doing it, and yeah, our levels. We see it. We see it a go on. I see where Chin from Irish and Chin posted an older interview with Vegas, and in that interview, you know, I think Chin asked him if him thinks this is something we can stop. And he might say, boy, it can't, him can't stop it. It can only stop if Bounty Killer stop it, and you know, that kind of thing. And he was just kind of making light of the whole situation and some of the things them we him go through. And of course, that was before, you know, what going between him and Bounty right now kind of take a next level. But me personally, there are some stories and some things I'm gonna really highlight, like people's lifestyle or what they want to do. But I don't feel like, you know, he's that way. Which artist bontified we all away chat up mouth. Let me see what you say. Which artist bontified for all of who are chat up them mouth? Me don't know if I understand your question. Rephrase it a little better, make me see what you said. This one's about to never really bust people for them to go on their own. In bust them to have them a run back at him. And that now go work with nobody because everybody are them own big man. And again, Dwight, I hear you, but would I want you to give me a little more proof? Because, for example, would I know, say, Busy Signal, for example, right? Him come out of the same Alliance Bounty Killer stable. But would you say Busy Signal is on his own and I do him a do? Yes, him depend him own him a do him a do. Vibes Cartel, like we know, excuse me, would have still come out of the same, you know, alliance and that type of thing. He has done what he has done, and he has done it at the highest level to the point where him create him own Gaza. And then you have other people where, you know, like give Bounty him credit in that kind of way. So at the end of the day, if the facts are sure, we say the situation is what it is, we can't allow with feelings then now to make we are try to concoct something else because you see what the situation is. So yeah, data levels. This one I say no. Let's see what kind of mix up this year text. Why Mr. Vegas never inform his boss Andrew Holness or what he's accusing Bounty of doing. The government of Jamaica have have him an award, give him an award. That's a good point. You make this one. This one I say people been saying Bounty fights a lot of artists, so I need names. And that is it, Ryan. Like at the end of the day, like I'm just going to look at the facts. I'm just going to look at what I see, what I know, and I'm also open to hearing other conversations, other stories. I don't feel like I know everything. I don't feel like I have everything right. So yeah, data levels. So we just talk about it. This one I said the artists themselves about to bust them. And that's the thing. If them are say it and they're talk, because that's what I'm saying. He's not the person coming forward and doing it. They're saying it through different conversations, or you hear them as say it in whatever occasion. So who are we to say them a tell lie when a them a come out and I say it? You're not even a hear it from him. You know, so that's that on that situation. There. What me would have said though, like I feel like maybe Bounty don't need to continue to follow it up with Mr. Vegas in terms of some of the things that he's posting on his timeline. So if me did the management, I would have said, look, you don't need for post them thing there, you don't need for get certain things, certain energy, and just keep it on a different level. So that's how me would have said from a personal standpoint, but you know, to each his own. Your dancehall settings. You know, say you for make the moderator. That me I talk about. Wanna like and share up the live. This one, Raga. Raga, don't kill me. Raga said Bounty didn't tie them up in restrictive contracts. That is so true. Omar Tyson, welcome. If you're just joining us, it's Levels Community. We've gone through two topics already, and yeah, we are talk dancehall. We are talk dancehall. So yeah. Leroy Samuel, welcome. A long time in the see you. Yes, so all right. So the next thing I want to talk about now, I see the situation involving Kraff and Galiday Bones promoter Galdies, right? So I'm just gonna go based on the two videos that I watched. The first video was Galdies, him a come forward and him a say, boy, him a go cancel it, postpone him event because a situation with Kraft and him basically accusing Kraft of contract breach of contractual agreements, and then him a demand saying want him over 21,000 US dollars back. I watch our next video with Kraft, and in other videos, like Kraft basically I said, look, if you can show me, say, you did book my flight and my accommodations for New York, then I will call my management and tell them to give you back your money. But if you can't do that, me nah give you back your money. Now, this is what me think about this whole situation. And obviously, I'm speaking from a place of not seeing the contractual agreement or having an opportunity to say, read the fine print. But what we can say is contracts are binding, right? Contracts are binding. In the same breath, I kind of get like the promoter probably didn't have all the monies up front, whether monies for the deposits or whatever, because say with the deposit you'd get your full half, and then maybe depending on what the contractual agreement stipulate, you get the next half of your money after your performance or when you actually show up at the event. The fact that part of what the promoter was explaining, like, sending his credit cards to the management team so Kraft could have get this or Kraft could have get that, or that kind of situation, that in itself, it tell you two things still, It tell you, say, maybe the promoter was hoping to recoup funds from the actual event, and he was doing as best as he could to ensure said the artist get him deposit by coming up with these, I'm not gonna say unique, but different ways to say ensure say the artist get him food, right? No, it depends on also what the contractual agreement stipulate. Because supposing in the contract it say him not supposed to give back him deposit, then that now put the promoter in a one situation. So everything now comes down to where the contract itself stipulates. You also see where the promoter Galdi is like him really upset. You can tell that he's hurting. Like when you watch the video, you can him so upset to the point where he must shake. And then now in the same breath, um, based on the conversation that he shared with Kraft and fee management team, it things that these are some of the things that no one call did I come in. Me no know people are call me. No call me, no call me. Yeah, so which one did there? Yeah. Somebody said craft, pull a craft, right? So if you know say now go and you see how the thing go, yes, you can stipulate that from the get-go. I don't know if Kraft is obligated to give him the money back depending on the contractual agreement, and that is something that would definitely would a need for have, but you can see that there is a level of unprofessionalism as it relates to how everything transpired. Leroy, yeah, me definitely understand and agree with you. Say, enough people as the Kraff for run back the man money and Kraff come out like me I said to you say in the live when me I listen with Kraff. Kraff, I said to the man, say, if you can show me that you booked my flight to New York or you booked the hotel room, then I will run back your money. So it make you wonder, like, what exactly is going on? Like, what happened? Is there any truth to what Kraff I say? Is everything where the promoter tell we is that is exactly how it go? But what we know for sure upon the outside looking in, you can definitely see that there is a whole heap of discrepancies, there is a whole heap of unprofessionalism, and a whole heap of crafty moves or whatever going. Not true. Real Andre Glegg. Oh my gosh, Glegg. Glegg, it's been ages. So big up, me just drop in for a second. Bedtime where I'm at. Enough love and blessings. Bless up yourself, Andre Glegg. Big up, big up. It's been a while, and this one said the two man them very unprofessional. I agree. And Leroy said Kraft run back the man money. He must give the man money back. And I said both of them were unprofessional. Yeah, and look, it comes down to where the contract say. What is stipulated in the contract? Is it one of them contracts that where when you get a deposit, you don't have to give it back? Or is it a contractual agreement where him to give back him deposit if him never show up, if him never perform? All of those fine prints. So this may very well be a legal battle and something as not as simple as Kraft or giving back him money, or it can be as simple as Kraft give the man back him money and just call it a day, cut him off and move on. But the bigger question is this something we can taint Kraft future relationships with other promoters? Because people are watching this at the internet, and the thing with the internet is like a lot of things will happen in the world, I say. You're up on blast. Everybody in the world, I see what go on. So where does that leave Kraft? What it mean for other people we're gonna do business with him? What kind of approach other promoters are gonna take? This one I say game over. Queen, I know more than you know. Kraft trying to pull a fast one. Okay, nature love. And I respect that. So I definitely can take that from you. You say no more. Personally, because I am off from work, I'm in a day of work, so I didn't try to reach out to Kraft team or Galdies to get no inside information. So I go back on the clock Monday, free paper bun. But until then, I just, kind of see what is happening in the social media space. Do I say Kraft better don't try pull off no Kraft on the promoter and not try think him is the world boss? It seems like they have two contracts written and verbal. And that's the thing, like with artists or just with anybody, you want to have a written contract as much as verbal contracts are binding. But when you have it in writing, not all can beat that. Not all can beat that. And that's the truth. That's the truth. All right. So we talked about three major issues in the dancehall. Is there anything else you want to highlight? Anything else you want to talk about? All right, hold on. Let me add this person. Hello? I mean, come through, caller.
Bless Wagwan.
Wagwan, wagwan.
Yeah, man, I love the reasoning.
Yeah, right?
What
Some
heap
other
of things
things
are
let's talk about.
what heap of things are going on in the dance hall.
Dancehall festive. Like, look,
So,
December was fully active.
yeah, people have sting on the timeline, Sting for the timeline, but Jaro, or what? Me listen, me hear you say a thing was that like said Massacre and Tamale
Mm-hmm.
could have actually it could have get to a place where them become like like two force reckon with in
Yeah.
a dance hall. I mean, I agree with you, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but say we see a person in the comments I say it can't work with them two there. I mean, feel
Mm-hmm.
the same way like how them feel at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, as the two number drop, you realize family could have make Massacre a better artist, and Massacre could have make Tamale a better artist over time if it's
Oh,
a case
yeah,
with them.
real talk.
Yeah, man. If them slow down the clash
Mm-hmm.
and like so you get some quality. If you realize, say, each time them take like a 2 day if you drop a song,
Mm-hmm.
the song them get better. You see what I say?
But
So
let me
mm,
ask you this though, because how you foresee them for slow down the clash though? Me get it now, but me just say
mm-hmm,
if you look on it in the sense of at the digital era, right? At the
yeah.
social media age. And you
Mm-hmm,
see how social media go. If Tamale drop a song and them the hear from Massacre, they must say, yo, away you there, you take too long, you take forever. But in truth, we know so when the two artists them take them time before them push out the songs, we do get better lyrics, better
mm-hmm.
quality in terms of recording and better production overall.
So
But
I'm gonna also get to listen
how
to the
you
song and
manage the
counteract it.
social media element though? How you manage that?
No, but that I think like people like, them have to stop make comments rule or lead the business. You understand what I say? Comment social media go do what social media do, You get to me I say cause vibe them a whole, cause enough people up on social media, the forest them go to that will never take up themselves and go and eat or
Mm,
say, nothing I go say all of them, but some of them. You understand me? I say? The day you can't make comments, drop quality songs and all of that. Cause at the end of the day, if it's a case where them did slow down the clash where them take some time, listen to each other's song, really counteract the song them,
mm-hmm,
counteract each other's song. And then you also get to a place where them start vice and some juggling and all of that, where get producers involved. So quality control involved in the thing. You understand what I say? Then the song, cause if you're gonna say three song a month, them can't do it because if one man a drop all two or three song in a one day, that's not a hard thing for do if it's a case where them the clash for go through for stretch for a year. You understand what I deal with it? And I
mm-hmm.
saw you'd really get the effect there where Cartel Movado did have,
But
Bunty
but
Beanie
but
did have,
but
where
but here the next thing where you can't go around, right?
mm-hmm,
What we actually experience, a lot of us experience, is that during the Bounty Beanie Cartel Movado clash, there wasn't the advent of social media. So them never have that element for really deal with. So now with
mm-hmm,
what we are seeing with Massacre and Tamale Sparta in a December there, is
mm-hmm.
like social media integrally involved. And I feel like it's easier said than done where I say, yo, just ignore the comments because remember, the same people them on social media will load and a comment. They're the same ones streaming the songs. They're also the fans them were split. So
Mm-hmm.
to me get what you're saying now. Me not say that wouldn't work if them slow down the clash. Like it would be beneficial for both entertainers and ultimately the industry as well. And where
Mm-hmm.
we could possibly say Massacre and Tamale replicate and give it perhaps the Movado Cartel, Bounty, Beanie, what we experience in a dancehall, but them a maneuver a different time period, a different era where social media is so loud and it's all about show and tell. Because the
Yeah,
social media now determines that the clash done, because what? Tommy Lee put out him last song, them not hear from Massacre, them might say, yo, it might take too long, 1 day pass, 2 day pass, and it's like, yeah, him lose, the clash done, him not respond, that is it.
but
But
uh-huh.
outside of social media, when it was Movad or Cartel or whatever, fans waited. We never have no choice. We
Yeah,
wait.
but here's the thing now. Social media is here and it now going nowhere. I mean, I
Yeah.
say if you totally ignore social media, ignore comments. What may I
Mm-hmm.
say, you can't just make that be like define how dancehall or how the industry go. Because listen, you see, if social media was so if you don't listen to social media only, by right, all of the man them when them a drop project, then supposed to clock if I even 100,000 units and them something, cause most of them man have over 1 million followers. You understand what I say?
No,
So
and but that's a good point that you make. Because
Mm-hmm.
having 1 million followers, for example, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
when you drop a project, like you indicated a while ago, why is it that we can't say dancehall albums a sell the way it's supposed to sell, a translate based on even the following where you have cross social media?
Because social media is just a gaslighting environment. You see me I say? So me
Mm-hmm.
now say what me I say to you is yes, social media is there. Nothing wrong with that. But what
Mm-hmm.
you say if you follow social media, we never ever have no other iconic moment in a dancehall. You get what I say? So me think say people like the industry have to be mindful, say, while social media do them thing and all of that and the instant gratification thing there is
Mm-hmm.
also a case where the industry is like you can't just get up and decide say all right. For instance, let's take since politics just done. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
Andrew can't just run the country off just with social media say. You understand what I say?
No, and
Social
and
media
I
play
and
a
I
part
and
in
I
it,
get I get where y'all come from, I get where y'all come from, but then in practicality, like
Mm-hmm.
if you look at it, what is the industry fueled by now? Because remember, the industry move away from what it was to now streaming, right? It's all about
Mm-hmm.
streaming, it's a numbers game, and
Yeah.
social media now plays an integral role in the dancehall industry. So with that evolution, how you deal with it, because you can't just bypass it for say, like with where you are proposed, like I say, yo, the industry have to realize say them can't allow social media to dictate certain things, but in the same breath, the same social media platforms through streaming mediums as well, it a dictate who the big man is or big woman is in the dancehall industry same way, because at the end of the day, them rely so heavily on the streaming numbers and what happening in that area.
But hear what I say. I'm not saying that social media is not needed. But I'm saying can't depend only on social media to dictate
Mm-hmm.
where the culture go. You understand what I
Which
say?
is why, which
So
is why, go back to a point I made it raise a while ago to say,
mhm,
even why the clash for a lot of us kind of just, it happened, it was
mhm.
exciting, but it not gone away. And it not, when we say it not gone away, because there wasn't an arena for the gladiators, the dancehall gladiators,
But
them
it come
now
back to it come back
showcase
to what
them
I'm
thing.
saying. So it come back to what I'm saying. Because even if somebody first and foremost, if Massacre and family decide to do like a actual on-stage clash, the amount of money where them are gonna want, it have to make sense to a promoter. The only way it gonna make sense to a promoter is
Mm-hmm.
if it's a case where it build up enough momentum for people feel like say, yo, you know what, I'll put on my phone and go at this event. Go, go,
Mm-hmm.
go, go, go wherever it a keep. Fly in from where them there to do it. You understand what I say? The only, in my opinion, how that gonna work, because social media alone can't build up that level of excitement and that momentum. It have to go back to social media along with the
The ground.
the dancehall 101 where
Mm-hmm.
say people let them a drop song on juggling rhythm. One of them show them are gonna say, yo, like drop some word on each other or whatever it is, will get people excited to say, yo, say if them do an on stage thing, just like what Bunty and Beanie used to do, Cartel and Movada used to do. You
Mm-hmm.
understand
Mm-hmm.
what I say? In, because you see, if it's a case where social media is just the attention span short. You get me I deal with? And if it's a case where we're gonna say I just
Agreed.
if I do social media I deal with, might as well we stop keep party, stop keep stage show, and done with all of that, and just do everything online. You understand what I say? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think as long as we continue allow comment section for dictate and decide. How people in the comments are gonna say what they must say. You understand what I say?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just like
What
oh
are
the
not
other
a
day,
side go?
whether or not I saw it go. Just like the other day, just like the other day, everybody have something to say about how government are deal with everything and how only celebrity and influencer are help out and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
If the government did not watch all of that on social media, right? What would that happen now? You get me? I say after the timeline excitement done, you have to get back to reality. You see me? So
And
let's say for
mhm.
go ahead.
No, I was saying because you say when the timeline excitement done, the man them have to get back to reality. Do you also feel like no, in comparison to back then, it's like the man them not as hungry as before, and because like everybody rich,
Yeah,
like
man, them too rich. On
there
one
isn't
side,
that hunger, there
on
isn't
one
that
side,
hunger.
me
The
say
man them
still,
not hungry enough to say like yo,
exactly.
may I lay it all on the line because in truth you have some artists who really and truly don't have to do it. So if them not have to do it, them not want to do it.
Yes, exactly. And you see, if a money them a do it for
Mm-hmm.
them now, them because for instance, on one side me say no, but
Mm-hmm.
when me really check your levels, you realize massacre. I mean, family have a bigger picture or see the bigger picture. Whether because I wonder feel like family want it more or not, but
Mm-hmm.
family see the bigger picture where can come from this if it's a case where the clash go it for go.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say? Because at the end of the day, for instance, let's say massacre now. If I'm money, him a go do it for him, no need it.
No.
But if I do it for say yo, may I set myself as a column in a dance hall, then sure. When
And
Movado and Cartel did clash, them never broke.
mm-hmm.
Them never broke, you know. But at the end of the day, them whether it was a case where them didn't know say them would have become this them two icon in a dance hall or not, or whether it would have become a bigger movement than Bunty and Beat. Even though some may argue say it did a shape up to be a bigger movement than Bunty long before them go on stage. Some may not.
Yeah, break up a little bit, but I think this is what people can use to say Movado and Cartel lyrical war shape up to be a bigger movement because you can see where you have Gully fans and you have Gaza fans, and I think at the time with Beanie and
Mhm.
Bounty, them still have dancehall fans. You know what I mean? Like
And not only
them
that,
never take the time out to really create a niche per se where Cartel have Gaza, Movada have Gully. So
but mhm.
in that way, to me, I feel like them kind of move the goalposts a little bit from what it was. So it's like, yes, you love dancehall, but yeah, a Gaza you rep, or yes, you love dancehall, but a Gully you rep. But then I think with the Bounty Beanie era, yes, it was epic, but it was more dancehall lovers. It was more people would say, yeah, me love dancehall, but me a team Bounty, but they also had other entertainers where them love and support.
But believe it or not, technology play a part in Bunty and in Movado and Cartel movement become bigger, As
Mm-hmm.
simple as they take it. Because at the end of the day, in a in a Bunty and Beanie days,
Mm-hmm.
there was less technology in our music. Even than when Movado and Cartel
Cartel.
I
Mm-hmm.
take it to them.
Facts.
Just
Facts.
just the same way now. With Massacre and family, and then potentially massacre and alkaline. Anybody if you go forward, there's more technology. So it does depend on how the technology balance with the real life dancehall energy. What go on the dancehall, where selector play, where people are respond to when them go a party and all of that. You understand what I say?
Mm-hmm.
So at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, it can't be a case where say you take out the actual dancehall out of the thing. I feel like say, oh, well, if couple bloggers and couple people in a comment say this go on, that go on. You understand what I say?
But
So,
but 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 but
mm,
brethren, that is what me I said to you.
mm,
You see where dancehall has evolved to, and the
yeah.
fact that even how the industry set up, there isn't an active body per se for help for kind of guide the approach that you're mentioning. And I'm not saying your approach to say in order for certain things to work, dancehall have to really pivot and come to the realization, say, yo, social media cannot dictate X, Y, and Z. But when we look at social media, don't look at social media as just in our comment section. Social media is a representation of all of the different mediums where dancehall evolved to, right? If there is a show now, right? What is the conversation? Who can sell it out, right? So it's
Here.
numbers. Where are they getting that data? Online through
Mm-hmm.
different online platforms and mediums. So that is just where dancehall is at now, like through that type of evolution. Because before a promoter keep on show, you got the dancer, you say, yo, the dance bad, everything mad. Nobody cared about how many persons attended that session. All you come out and say, yeah, the dance ram. Or somebody will come out and say, yeah, the dance empty, like when Gaddafi keep dance. Or whatever. But
But no, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. You are talking about it in a. You see the impression where you are that you are like. I'm not saying that social media must be disregarded.
no, and I
I'm not
know you
saying
get
that.
that. You just said social media should not dictate the precedence in a dance
Dictate
hall.
just the same way. Just the same way. Imagine, because what the artist. Remember, it's the music business. It's the music industry. You can imagine the day when a doctor got rely upon what people think in a comments for carry out them profession. So the artists themselves have to stronger and know say, yo, at the end of the day, this how because social media itself show you say no loyalty no in a social media. No,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the data we are is accurate, You get what I say? So
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
not
Because we know
because
numbers can be manipulated.
exactly. And not just manipulated. For instance, just like you have
Yeah, break up. You're breaking up really bad. Look like sound like you're up on the road. All right. So if we are connect with this virgin and oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking up really bad.
us. Yeah, yeah,
No,
hear me
you're
any better?
going. Yeah, go in and out. Yeah, go in and out. We not hear you. This person say how you join the conversation. I want to see if I can drop the link or something so you can join it. Let me drop it. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're break up really bad. You break up really bad. So if you're just clocking in, you don't know, Levels community, we're talk dancehall, we on the line now with a member of the Levels community, really passionate. So the conversation now reached to a point where, the reasoning, the brethren basically has say, yo, dancehall cannot allow social media to dictate the pace because that's a go spell problem for the industry. You agree with this? Because we also can
Yeah,
discount the evolution of the
yeah,
music.
you hearing me better?
Yes,
You hearing me
yes,
any
loud
better?
and clear.
Okay. Yeah, so just like I see somebody in the comments that said Tommy Lee is not good enough. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
one side me say just like how him feel Tommy Lee not good enough, and some he feel too, when it start. But then if you even think about it, Movado in his time never on the level of Cartel initially, You get to me I say?
What you
But at the
mean?
end that at the, when Movado break, remember
Mm-hmm.
say people say Movado all a sing half key and everything,
Yeah, yeah.
You get to
True
me I
that.
say?
True that.
So at the end of the day, what happened, but Movado brought something where make Cartel have to even improve as an overall artist, which is melody. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I say? So it may say to you, say, it's like before Tamale and Massacre start. May I say, yo, me don't want to see no clash with Tamale and Massacre. Ma- Tamale a different type of artist. More and more watch the clash with Tamale with Massacre and Alkaline. However,
Mm-hmm.
as the clash a go along, may I realize say, you see, if the because at the end of the day, you can't force Alkaline to be a part of something we no want. So the fact said family and alkaline, family and massacre start, right? And
Mm-hmm.
clearly there was interest in it because you see fans kind of get active, whether because of Gaza or whatever it is, but fan there was interest. So over time I realized say if family and massacre go at it,
Yes.
massacre would have to become more, get more creative and show more versatility with him flow. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? I say and him cadence and all of that. While
Mm-hmm.
family would have to become more lyrical. You understand me? I say? Over
Mm-hmm.
time, because at the end of the day, if it's a case where them have got Bounty and Beanie War lasts for multiple years.
No,
Sometimes,
years.
sometimes it
Years.
stop. Sometimes you think then good, then it start again. So what may I say? You see, you will never see another a next thing like that in dancehall if it's a case where everything is just dictated by where social media say, where some
Mm-hmm.
bloggers say. Because at the end of the day, enough time you see some blogs are going on and one is said there's bias in it.
Know the industry. Mm-hmm.
If you go out, put them career upon the line for that. You understand me? I say because the level of disrespect.
Yeah, I said that
You understand?
at the start of the live that when I listened to the interview, there I
Yes,
don't
me did
get
hear
from him that
right.
there are any ill feelings or negative vibes towards Massacre. I'm just there at a space because if him had any of that, it wouldn't even in the conversation like say Massacre lyrical or whatever, it would have just kind of keep it on a level like, yo, we can't even
Yeah,
call them man the name or whatever. But I didn't get that from him, like him did really just keep it
right.
on a level. So yeah, I get
I
that.
don't.
But the truth is,
I
differently is
mhm.
Leroy Samuel said Massacre and Tommy Lee clashing can't be no column. It has to be Massacre and Alkaline. And I know a lot of people saying that is something where them say, them must say that. But you never can tell. You never
But,
can tell. Because
but
one
at the end
thing,
of the day,
when you think about
mhm.
clashing, stage performance and antics and how you present yourself is also a huge
Yes,
part of that, right?
humor and all of that.
And all of that. And we would have seen where Tamili Sparta upon the stage. That is something that he's able to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to write it off. I can't write it off, Leroy. Can't write it off. But I hear you. I hear you.
But here's the thing: the same way how Leroy feel, that's how I
Mm-hmm.
felt before. You get to
Yeah.
me? I say, but at the end, but and then again, as we say, you can't force a man to do what they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Alkaline
No,
literally
and
operate.
look, that's how it come down to. And if you look at it, cause there is an next part type we not really talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes on to clashing and how it go over the years, yes, we've seen where Movado and Cartel clash and both of them evolve,
Mm-hmm.
right? Bounty and Beanie clash and both of them evolve. You've
Yeah.
also seen situations where two artists go in a clash and the two of them not get the opportunity to evolve. So
Right.
people also have to weigh the pros and cons. Like, how will this benefit me? And if at the end of the day you await, there are some entertainers when now go just clash because the fans want them for clash either.
You're right.
Because
So.
if you wait and you realize it's not beneficial for you,
Mhm.
what you gonna clash for? What is in it for you? And we totally understand that as well.
But that's
Because
the reason why I say if it's money, if it's for money,
mhm,
listen, yes, for instance, it's dancehall, and automatically history has proven that a person will prove themselves in a lyrical battle in a dancehall
yes.
always for them legacy becomes so strong.
Mm-hmm.
It no matter it becomes stronger than people will drop this whole heap of hit songs, which is fine too, Because for instance, one me argue say, all right,
Yeah.
Bounty Killer
Mm-hmm.
is Is Bounty Killer bigger than Vegas, or Vegas bigger than Bounty Killer as an artist?
It depends on how you look at it
Exactly.
and
But
how
what
you
I'm
weigh
saying,
it, like what
but
you're
what
gonna
I'm
measure it
saying,
with.
however, whether we like it or not, the level of impact where Bounty Killer have in dancehall, they have people out there who have more hit song than him. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
But but just the fact saying prove himself as this lyrical gladiator because of dancehall, and dancehall is a competitive sport. Just that in itself, it carry him to a level where, because for instance, let's say this clash did continue throughout the year
Mm-hmm.
with Massacre and Tommy Lee, and both artists evolve to better artists. Automatically, them would have go around um Alkaline, Popcorn, all of them impact.
Yeah.
They would have. You understand? Because that's what lyrical comfort, just proving yourself that you can actually stand up lyrically.
Yes.
Dancehall audience, dancehall fans are gonna rate you like that. I'm gonna give you that stamp of approval where other persons will drop hits.
Mm-hmm.
Them just not have it. So what I'm saying, the fact that Massacre drop hits, Tommy Lee have hits. 'Cause people don't know what I forget say Tommy Lee
Yeah.
really did
Mister that's
run the
at the
place.
top of the live as well.
Yo, yeah, yeah.
Oh, one second there. M Morgan, M Gordon 2026. My try to see how I can add you and me can't figure it out. We can't figure it out. Missy say you want to join the conversation. But somebody has said Ninja Man clash for fun and clash for little bits of money because of the spots, because of the sport and the fans.
Hmm.
Right. And we definitely get that. So it come back down to the point that we make earlier to say a Ninja Man, for example, want to do that. You understand? Like he's doing that and him enjoy doing it. So it's no big deal for him. Like that's how him want to do. But when you look for the next artist, when them wait for them pros and cons, if clashing and know what them want to do, them now go jump on and do
Oh,
it.
drop the link in
Can
in
you
the
can you
comments.
can you drop it? Can you drop it?
Hold on, let me.
I'm trying to drop it, but it Leprosy 666 say intelligent people won't follow in the footsteps of a Jaja. All right. Bones okay, Massacre not dropping no hits, Bounty Killer Wasteman. This one say I think Tommy Lee is already a column in dancehall, my opinion. Real check the influence of Tommy Lee. Real. New phone. Look, I said that earlier. Like I think somebody had said that them not feel like Tommy Lee can stand on him own. And I'm saying, yo, he must stand on him own. He's doing it. He drop it. Yeah, man. So if you just joined me, it is levels with Kshema. Well, that's a reason we are chat dance. Enough things going on, in the same breath. Just I wish you all the best for 2026 and beyond. Leprosy, see, I've paid trouble you give on the channel, and this is it. We can agree if we disagree. And like me say at the top of the live when we start, is like we're not gonna always dip on the same page. We're not gonna always agree, but once we can have the conversation, once we can agree to disagree, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Not true. The man said, don't pick no side unless a Gaza. Look, you already know my side is my side neutral. You think so when I go party, I'm here Gaza, I'm here Crocs, I'm here Tommy Lee. You think so I not dance and I enjoy myself and now move? You think me I stop in at the party and I say, yo, no movements. No. I go from real under vibes to whites. Just like that. Yeah, music. Yeah, me I go pin it. Me I go pin it now. Cause me want talk to you in our levels community, and we here for talk dancehall. We just want keep it respectful. And I know sometimes like the fans them get overly passionate. And that's what we see across social media. So passionate that it cloud them thinking, them judgments, them can't even hear somebody say, you know, so that song where Massacre do bad, it's a lead, or the song where Tommy Lee Sparta do bad is like you're just getting on your feelings and that type of thing. So we don't want that. We don't want that. We want to be able to be rational in our reasoning, in our thinking, just like how the conversation a go, like we're gonna keep it that way because I think whether you're a fan of dancehall, whether you are a part of dancehall or whatever the case is, it's like ultimately all the way have experience. Like we have experiences. You know how the music make you feel. You know how a particular artist make you feel. You also consume the music. You're consumers as well. What if we are stream the music? What if we are get the artists them the strength? Some also get that level of passion where people feel. No, dance on me no pin it. Like, okay, I hit on the little chat icon, right? And me think my copy it already. And then may I come here, so may I try to drop it in. I don't know what I did, but I can't even comment. I can't even do anything. Okay, so I copied the link and I'm trying to. Oh my gosh, what's going on? I don't want that. No. So I copied it. Top chat messages. Why are you not allowing me to do this? Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm figuring it out. Oh no. All right, so that's that. That's that. That's that. What? Did not work for me. So I see top chat, chat viewing options, live chat. That's not what I want. Yeah. No, look. I me decorate my tree, Leroy. No, do me that. Yeah, I need to take it down. Jaja, me say me no crack it code, man. Tell you, Jano. Oh, yeah, but me no want to stop the live for that. Cheese and peas. I'm trying to drop it. I can't. Okay, so I've already copied the link and I'm trying. I can't. I realize that I can't even comment. I can't comment. I can't comment. That is odd. Usually I can comment, so I know where to go to comment. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to beg somebody to do it. Uncle, we're reasoning of one nice. Cheese and peas. But yeah, back to what the brethren did us say about the dancehall industry and social media, shouldn't really the dancehall shouldn't allow social media to kind of dictate the pace. I totally get that, but with the evolution of the music, I feel like it's a bit difficult. No, Teddy, I'm not using StreamYard. I need to use StreamYard. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to. Should I start this live back? Or am I just continue? Mega continue. Mega continue. But Leroy, stop it. Stop it, Leroy. But yeah, differently. Okay, okay. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue. All right. I'm going to continue. So, like the brethren was saying before, right? If the industry continue to allow social media to dictate the space, it going to cause a problem. And for me personally, I totally get it. But then with the evolution of the music industry and so many other things where the social media platforms and the different mediums and them space you know kind of set the pace. And this are the new trajectory. And this people use to determine who are sellout shows, who are sellout arenas. This is the data that persons are using. You understand? These are the data where people are used now to kind of determine that Sean Paul is the number one streaming artist from Jamaica, like globally. So how can people in the industry ignore that in totality? The same fans them were loud across social media. The same fans them were overly passionate. The same fans them were rep for them different artists hard. These are some of the same fans who are streaming the music. These are some of the fans who are pour back into the dancehall industry. So I just feel like the times are different. Yes, the fans shouldn't have to dictate or say when the clash wrap up or who win or whatever. But the fact that we don't have an arena, there wasn't any sting, there wasn't any space for the dancehall gladiators to kind of go and fight it out on stage lyrically. Because when it comes down to clash, it's somewhat of a blood sport type of thing where fans in truth really love. You understand? So yeah, that's I just wish for the thing they know, and people have to just kind of pivot. People have to just kind of evolve and do that. And then you also have a lot of people when I buy music, but it goes back to something when we said initially. When you look across social media, right? A lot of your favorite artists or the artists that you rep for, a lot of them have like a lot of followings. You will see million followers and more. But why is it that when an artist puts out an album or an EP that don't translate in record sales? And that's something that the entertainers have to think about. They have to think about that too, because if you have over a million or just about a million followers on social media, why when you drop something like the music sales don't show that? It's not a representation. And it should be that. We should be able to see that. We should be able to see that.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I hearing you. You
Oh,
drop
right.
it?
Hello?
Yes, hearing you loud and
Yeah,
clear.
yeah. Look like whenever you're live, you won't be able to access the
Yeah,
chat. See.
yeah, right, right. So a lot of people, may I get some tips? Thank you to the levels community. So I am definitely going to tap
And people
into
feel like and share
stream.
the live, man. You have to remind them to like and share the live
Yeah, yeah.
for sure. But
No, man. For 2026, I'm definitely being more intentional. I'm going to go live more often because even though I do the review videos, I find say like a lot of the times me have a whole heap of things to say when we can't say in a review video. So in order to say it and get what we want out there, me I go just go live and we chat it up. I'll definitely go StreamYard where I can interact more in real time with the levels community and give you an opportunity for talk on a talk and me talk my talk. As long as we're respectful, I'm good with that. Because like me say initially, yes, I've been in the industry a long time, almost 2 decades. There's a lot of things that I know, a lot of experiences I've had, and I've interviewed every single artist you can think of in the industry. Every single one of them interview already, right? So in having the conversation, as long as you're respectful, we can talk about things. And even with that, I still don't know everything. me still open to learning and hearing your perspective. And that's why the channel name Levels, because with different subject matters and different topics, you always have different levels.
Yeah, levels to it for real.
Levels to
Really
it.
love the platform, man. Love the platform.
Yeah, yeah,
But
no, but you ignite the space with the reason, like, so what else is up on your mind? What else you want to talk
no,
about?
no, as I said, first and foremost, dancehall
Mm,
of it, the industry have to get that correct.
yeah.
As long as social media and and again we're not saying to
Mm-hmm.
totally ignore social media.
Yeah,
You
because you
understand?
can't.
You
Mm-hmm.
can't. You can't.
Yeah.
It's how you balance social media because I can tell you, and personally I feel like say if this clash went into this year, wouldn't have this Vegas and Bounty Killer drama go on now. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
people are more that would probably be get more attention than
I
than
feel
this.
like I feel just like what I said before, like the top of the live when I
Mhm.
opened with the whole family thing.
Yeah,
If the dancehall gladiators had a space like how we had Sting, where there
yeah.
is something where fans can look forward to, like okay, Family and Massacre go square off on January whatever 2026, for example, right?
Hmm.
People people would feel a lot more excited, like there is this, almost like them gonna have them day to fight it out on stage, but because it just happened merely across social media, it never really provide people with that opportunity for look
But
forward to a day per se. It's
but
just
you're
an online battle, an
but
online
it's
war.
but it sounds like you know exactly what I say. But you're saying that oh because of social media things have
No,
evolved, so
of course, me know
the
what you
industry
say.
need to
I'm gonna get
pivot.
what you say now, but
The
this is how
industry
me.
can't. If the industry pivot, you can't pivot out of dancehall, can't pivot out of reality
I
and go
I get
virtual.
that,
You know?
but in reasoning, me can't just
Yeah.
say me agree with you. Me also have to look upon it from a different perspective. To say like, but in truth, while what you're saying is a real talk, right? But the reality is we can't go around the evolution.
No, you can't go around it. So it's how
Yeah.
you because here's the thing, you can't make technology rule you. You understand what I'm saying? You have to
Mm-hmm.
incorporate technology in the culture,
Mm-hmm.
not technology come and take over the culture because this year we get. You get to me, and as
Yeah.
long as you get this, you'll never get another iconic moment. The industry not won't grow. The industry
Yeah.
won't grow. The
And
dancehall just
as I
going to become a little
mentioned,
blog. Dancehall going just become a little blog.
but as a huge part of dancehall's growth, is the entertainer's ability to tap into new artists. We get new artists, we tap into the new generation, and how them are gonna get to that.
Yes, but
Them have to get to that by moving also with the times. We try to ignite new fans to tap into the whole dancehall medium.
hence I'm saying incorporate social media,
Yes,
not not
not to
ignore,
exclude it.
not to exclude it,
Mhm.
but not to have it exclusively dictate where the culture goes.
All right, hold on. Kingley status, you're saying that there are people still suffering from ill effects of Hurricane Melissa, and y'all on here talking about Efre. This is an entertainment channel. We have highlighted Hurricane Melissa. We have highlighted the entertainers who continuously contributed, even after the passing, even into December. Spice and so many others tried to, and Ramesh tried to do what they could before the new year. So at the end of the day, I am
You have done
sure.
your part.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, him
so
need to go turn on theme live and talk
right,
about what he
because
want to talk about.
kingly status, you can do something as well. So you can do what you need to do, but give thanks for the check-in same way, and also comment. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Yeah, but personally, so like I say, it's about incorporating
Mm-hmm.
social media in the culture, not for social media come and wipe out the culture because that's what
Mm-hmm.
that is. First and foremost, personally, I look at Clash as an onstage encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Songs dropping, that's just like people. like like counteraction, artists are counteract each other with that build up to an actual clash. But that's the way it is. I feel like say that would actually that's the only way dancehall can Mark, Cartel come and him bring back the interest in dancehall and everything. But for
Mm-hmm.
dancehall grow, you have to have new legend. New artists turn to legend, turn to column, whatever your icons. You understand what I say?
Mm-hmm.
And if we continue with our social media and make it go on, dancehall stop right at the legend status and iconic status. We're lucky if it pass alkaline.
Yeah.
You understand what I
Me
say?
say Leroy, I say if me fire my co-host. No Leroy, me not fire him. In a 2026 Levels podcast up and running. Fully active.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
even this bounty killer Vegas thing,
mm-hmm.
me hear you talk about it and listen, personally, I can't argue with Vegas feeling how him feel
Mm-hmm.
and feeling like said no at the time for him get back at bounty killer. Because at the end of the day, what him experience it. You understand what I say?
Yeah,
Me is a
not only
bounty,
mm-hmm.
me is a bounty fan, but what we can tell you say, Vegas get to a place where, first and foremost, I think give Vegas him credit because for a man survive bounty killer years of
taunting.
haunting and
Mm-hmm.
and just the stigma. That's not
Mm-hmm.
normal because
No.
if we remember,
I said it earlier, like the fact that,
mhm,
Mr. Vegas still have a career, not just a career, a successful career as an
success is
international
him
artist.
win, him
Yeah.
win.
And
You
I'm
know,
sure it wasn't easy.
no, couldn't be
Yeah.
because what I can recall, Vegas. I mean, Lexus. There was a time when Vegas never had like Lexus,
Mm-hmm.
and Lexus still falter.
Yeah.
Lexus crumble. But somebody said Vegas need mental help. I think the stigma really was a traumatic experience for him. But him,
Possibly.
yeah, but him overcome. Him
Mm-hmm.
overcome, and me feel like say him come out the winner. However, however, I think, and me is a bounty killer fan.
Mm-hmm.
But it's surprised when Bounty Killer go on academics and really rehash all of that. But
Mm-hmm.
that's Bounty Killer. You get to my dude? One thing I'll say, where Vegas is at now, Vegas
Yeah.
I use psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas I use
I
psychology.
actually said that earlier.
Yeah,
And him
Vegas
saying
definitely I
study
use
psychology
psychology.
too. So,
Yes. Because with all personally, me not feel like say the artists them um this stigma when I put on all these artists from Conscience to Vegas. Me no buy them thing there. The man them may live some freaky lifestyle and all of that. All of them live. You understand? But
mm,
me not believe. I mean, I think them themselves will accuse them of that belief. Say they
them are
are
that. Mm-hmm.
no, not at
But
all.
but somebody
But
else said, blood, this
mm,
is dancehall. Beanie Man get it and him stand tall. Like that's how it is. Like dancehall is really grimy.
because
A grimy space.
everybody have them strategy, But no, me see where Vegas kind of flip it and I make it look like say or everybody were bound to kill have rivalry with.
Mm-hmm.
It was a case where a hold on them career or it
Yeah.
no
I did
that
address
that's
that earlier, and yeah, me not really want to go back all over it, especially for people who are going to watch the live, like things that we say already. But just for those who just joining, like again, like I was saying, I can't buy into that narrative to say like he doesn't like in bad mind people or whatever, because in truth,
absolutely
so
not.
many entertainers come out and say like, yo, Bounty Killer gave me my big break, Bounty Killer do this, Bounty Killer do that. So it's not like Bounty Killer is coming out and has said it himself. You hear people give their account, their testimony of what Killer did for them and their career and how it impacted them life. So that is not, to me, that's not the action of somebody with bad mind.
No, not at all. Killer no bad mind.
Yeah,
Killer may be a person where well we want to be acknowledged and respected for what him do.
yeah.
I mean, I think because enough people when me hear talk, them probably don't even help a family member, let alone to act like say somebody where help turn so many persons in multimillionaires.
Yeah.
For just feel like say, yo, oh, you don't do nothing. But at the end of the day, again, Vegas definitely, you have to give him that. The craft way,
Mm-hmm.
kind master dancer craft, kind of, him did have to stay strong throughout the period there. And then the psychology where clearly him, him I use people, killer really I get it no. Killer really I get it. But the stigma, the narrative about killer bad mind and killer
Yeah, yeah.
and,
You-
and killer system lock out
I
people.
can only go by go with the facts. I can only go with the facts, and the facts approve otherwise because people with bad mind no give people an opportunity to rise,
Listen, there
to
will be
excel.
nobody, there will never be a next person. We shouldn't say never. It's very unlikely for there be a next person with do for the industry, but bound to kill a do already. Because that man help engineers, producer.
I say leprosy. I say where did Vibes Cartel this Bounty for Bounty to react this way? No, I remember seeing Bounty in responding to a fan. He
Mhm.
was saying that Cartel would have seen how the Gaza fans were disrespecting him, and he felt like, yo, because him and Cartel not have nothing, him feel like Cartel could at least say something or some sort of acknowledgement. Personally, me no feel like Killer wrong to have that thinking or that kind of mentality. We did say Killer and Cartel around DJ Khaled and Movado, and the industry and a lot of fans got excited because yeah, so like, yo, I say you want the man them to live. It's really great so them can put certain things I don't want to say behind them. Blacker them.
Why for that?
And just kind of move forward. So that in itself really did get, the fans excited. So personally, me not say nothing wrong if Killer Pre say, yo, with him saying him like what him like, and then the Gaza fans are dragging him because them feel like him shouldn't rock with Massacre or the Crocs. Killer is allowed to choose him side and allowed to express how he want to express. And in the same breath, given the musical relationship between him and Cartel, it is okay if him also feel like, yo, me know Cartel see this a go on the media. So of course, him could make a comment or say something. Me not see nothing wrong with that.
No, and I disagree with you.
Tell me.
Here why I disagree with you.
Tell me
And,
why.
and, and listen, Alliance, Mr. Me's a Bounty Killer fan.
Yeah,
What I will say though, so Bounty are my artist, but Bounty makes some wrong step.
yeah.
I think Bounty Killer, one,
Mm-hmm.
the fact you can choose you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. You see the
Mm-hmm.
song that where Massacre never had this cartel,
Yeah.
and as I said, your boss, your boss, your boss. All right, fine. Killer, we get it. On one side, you say. You see me I do it?
Yeah.
You see when him drop system
Yeah.
and system have some serious
That's a good point. That's a
allegation.
good point. That's a good point.
System have some serious allegation and Bounty Killer actually like that and react to it or him react to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right there and then, it's like you can't expect say cartel to go feel like if you come out come
Savior.
first and foremost, I think it's
No,
actually
no,
good say cartel
that's a no.
literally ignore it.
Let me English before you move on. That's a
Mhm.
very good point that you raise, and I agree with it because it is also very telling that Killer would react to system like that when there were other songs out there. So I definitely
Mhm.
see that play, and it would be interesting. Interesting
Mhm.
another word, but it would be interesting for Killer to really expect Cartel to say something like your outline when him a like system a song that is a direct call out or this to
And
him.
not even and just the allegations whether they you understand what I
Yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah.
Some
I see
serious
that. I see
allegation.
that. I see
So
that.
but here's the thing again. people have to understand, saying, and this is why sometimes when we see some things in the comments and people are react on social media, I
Mm-hmm.
laugh because at the end of the day, they have to understand, say, this is how them people are do for a living, Don't think killer like that song accidentally,
Yeah, yeah. It was
Killer know,
strategic.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think say Killer and Cartel thing never fully mended
Yeah. Well,
in
that's
the
what
sense
come to
where,
light. I mean, Foota
yes,
Hype did say it one time, say
and that's
the
part of the
man them just
art.
a link up because a DJ Khaled and it's probably money or the collaboration, but there wasn't any real connection.
Yeah. You know why Foota Hype so hated? Mark, you Foota go on with him thing them and everything, But one of the reasons why, no,
Eh.
yeah, so Foota is an extremist, so sometimes he overdo it. But one thing we can tell you, Foota are one of the person where bring the realest thing to the internet as it relates to the industry. You get
Yeah,
me, I say?
yeah. Yeah, him
Foota
know the
are one of the,
industry. Him know
yeah,
the industry. Him live
Foota.
it.
So here's the thing now, again, Foota hype and mash up the fans them fantasy. You get
Yeah.
me, I say? The
Mm-hmm.
fans them want things, the fans them say the entertainment industry as entertainment, but Foota hype sometime I show you said no, on a entertainment, a warfare, a politics, all
Politics.
type,
Yeah, yeah.
all of these things.
Politicking.
You
Because
understand me? I say
a
a
lot of things
warfare, a
where the
politics, a
fans
corruption.
a lot of things where the fans see and find exciting and feel like, yo, I'm happy said the man them, like with even with the same bounty killer cartel Movado link up at the
Mm-hmm.
time when Foota come out and him know say like, yo, nobody watch this, the man them not good enough. I can't tell you that. People initially translate that as in Foota being bad mind, when in
Yeah.
truth, what come to light now with even the bounty cartel situation, it approves say the link never really solid.
Because Foota know, and
Mhm.
Foota is not the only one we did know,
Yeah.
Other people in the
Yeah, but
industry know,
Foota
but
was
them
the
now go come.
loudest.
Foota the only man we talk because
Hmm.
again, Foota coming like him enjoy him accept say him a public enemy number one. You understand me? I say so
Yeah.
him just talk. So Foota not the only person we know. Enough people go at Foota in at the time from the industry where I say, yo, Foota no like say unity and whatever it is. Them know say Foota talk the truth. But guess what? Them are gonna work with the narrative. Again, the comments are rule, I lead them, You
Yeah,
understand me? I
yeah.
say?
Hold
So
on. Somebody in the comments, just to get the comments in as well until we can get them to talk.
yeah.
A person has say, look here, wanna stop going like wanna not know the street craft, I wanna know say cartel is a stylist. Of
Craft
course we know
yeah
that.
man. Yeah,
And I know him alone, the whole of the artists them
all
are
of them. All of
stylists.
people
Pay
just
craft
understand
them
saying
run, and we not talk about the
so
artists.
people so for instance, Killer prepare for the fallout, But I
Yeah,
don't think Killer did prepare for how the Gaza them would have forward aggressive at him.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
Killer knows say, yo, I'm not really like, oh, even though me and Cartel link, him probably not like the fact say, him probably know say some things where certain type of linkage, the thing not solid. You understand what I
yeah,
deal with?
yeah, yeah.
So whether after probably him don't even see my Cartel after the Khalid link, the Khalid video shoot or something,
Mm-hmm.
and just know say, say the thing ain't right, and it a bother him. So
Yeah,
when him
yeah.
forward, so when Massacre forward on a shoot, him ready and like where I go on, because him know say, yo, me I go show, me I gotta start something right or so. You get me idea with? So Killer
Mm-hmm.
prepared for that because Killer don't nobody not feel like say Killer never know say when him a send a message when him a react to the Massacre song them. Killer send a message cause remember say Killer ma what Cartel do.
All right.
What Cartel come and do.
This is what I'm going to give the fans them or no the levels community some insights as it relates to the dancehall craft where more time them don't understand. Part of the dancehall craft, you will see two man, two artists, and you feel like say them get along because that's at the front where them project. But behind closed doors, when them then for them team and whatever, them straight out no say them and the man then a deal. But to the fans, it's like putting on a show and then kind of showcasing what good, what work for the fans. Because a part of the deeper plan is to say, yo, friend them up. So if them come out and disrespect you, if them come out and say anything, the fans them will have it for know. So like, okay, so all your moves and me the think when good. Similarly to where a lot of people are pre now. Like, but me know the things about Bounty and Cartel good. So why Bounty act that way now or whatever? So it just comes back down to somewhere the reason why the brethren are highlight to say it is also possible, and of course we're speaking from a place of not being in that immediate inner circle, but it could very well be a situation where on the outside looking in, when Cartel came out of prison, it would seem like Cartel and Killer link up for the first time at Cartel show in Jamaica on stage,
Then
right?
Kshema,
From
you know
that,
a craft, so you gatekeep the craft from your
no, me not
from
gatekeep the
we the
craft,
people.
but at the
You
levels
know the
community now,
craft,
you
so
know. So when we
you
get
move so.
live, we have to just tell them how the craft goes.
You
So when
know
them
a
see,
craft.
you
So
can't take
you're right.
everything
You're
at
right.
face value.
You're right. So even here's the thing. Cartel make a power move when you see him go so and say, I'm good with everybody, but me a beat Beanie. You understand what I say? So at the end of the day, how him do that now, you know, say, Beanie now go nobody from the industry I go step up and kind of say, yo, support Beanie. Cause
Mm-hmm.
here's this man forward and I say, yo, I'm good with everybody, you know. You understand? Because remember, say Killer and Beanie did a link before them all go
Yeah, I
collect
mean, remember
award
say
and
them get
everything.
them OD together, and you know that them good.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a power move Cartel make when Cartel goes. Even when Cartel come out and him now announce nobody for him show. You understand what I say? Him just
Mm-hmm.
kind of string everybody along. A power move that. You get to my deal because Cartel master that, you know, that are the thing with them. Cartel also. But Cartel forward and do with Gaza. Cartel just take bounty killer model. The business, the model, the system when you see bounty killer have, him just
Yes,
take that and apply business to it. You understand me? I say
possibly, possibly.
contracts and all them something there. You see me I
This
deal with?
so rule now, rule 008, I drop in some history as a
Mm-hmm.
Kshema. What Cartel did by attending the angel wedding, then do a song. You know, your baby father
Yeah,
dropping words on him. The angel calling Bounty a waste boy in that song. Bounty now forgive that. But at the end of the day, Bounty come out
rule
and
right.
say him forgive it. So
No, but here's the thing now. Rule, here's why I agree with rule. Because Bounty and me, you see the link up of Bounty and Cartel make?
mm-hmm.
That is the start. But it no resolve,
Yes.
you know. So I
Yeah.
think Bounty Killer probably expect say, yo, all right. Some
More
half
link
the
up over
year,
me.
some half the year conversation I go forward and a man show say sincerely, yo, you know, say what me did do, me shouldn't do that or whatever it is. Me no, not to the extent there, but
No, I feel,
some.
look here. I feel like if
Mhm.
Bounty can forgive Beanie, and we would have him can forgive Cartel for that. And Bounty also, in own words, him actually did come out and say, yo, him forgive Cartel. And even recently, like with all of the text them and back and forth between him and the Gaza, I think that is something where him say. Him saying forgive Cartel, and him also drop one next text. Somebody write us to remind me. I said, let me show you what a snake is, or whatever the case is, with a post where Killer did make. So what I get from all of that, there are still a lot of unresolved issues. One
Mhm.
and two, the link up wasn't authentic. The link up wasn't real, and the link up more likely on the outside looking in was strictly because of DJ Khalid as the facilitator, and possibly them just a link up to do the collaboration.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, me agree with you. I think the link up, the link up was the start where if the link up was because of DJ Khalid. You understand? So that established the reconnection. But you see the fact say them not really make no effort to say, yo, DJ Wagwan, say no farmer connection outside of that. That our me think say. I'm do things that Killer probably did forgive Cartel or him
Mhm.
forgive Cartel, but I think it's just oh a mind game, So him probably I get the mind game. Him probably feel like them a play a mind game with him or whatever it is. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel personally. Me not think say Bounty Killer, Bad Mind Cartel kind of make this out. No sir,
Let me
no
tell
sir.
you this. Let me tell you this. Dancehall full of more politics than governments.
All right, exactly, exactly.
And that's the
Them a
reality.
bigger politician than the politician them with them cuss all the time. You understand
Mhm.
what I say? And them know it's just say everything now upon social media. So the facts everything upon social media. You know what the goal now with all of them artists here do? For
Mm-hmm.
them goal of to manipulate the fans. We're ignorant, we not understand the business, we not
Mm-hmm.
understand the politics, we not
And
understand the culture.
gaslight.
And gaslight. You understand what I
Mm-hmm.
say?
Mm-hmm.
And so them go to work. So enough people, you have enough people with the planet now where them have like a fan base. Them have an audience. And in them, swear to God say them know the business, but them don't know the business. You get me, I say?
Yeah.
Because the artists them know. Because just like how people are say, Bounty they have a system. Being they have a system too.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? Bounty Killer system, and people, it would have branded as a system. Bounty Killer one of
Mm-hmm.
them person that would a engineer, him would see an engineer, a work with an engineer when have no
Look, I
aspiration
think
to
I
turn the
think
producer.
Teddy SP Ninth said best right in the
Mhm.
comments. Him said Bounty Killer just want respect and that's all.
That's
And that
it.
is it. That is it. Leprosy. You got to raise your argument because it can't be if me not say what you want me to say, then you feel like say everything are rubbish. And me let you down. Every minute me let you down. So oh you're so easy to let down. Eh? Oh you want so easy to let down, leprosy? Come on, man.
No,
Raise
but,
the
but
argument.
so, no, but I guess leprosy is a Gaza
Oh
fan.
yeah, leprosy is a die-hearted Gaza fan, and
No.
if anything, like I don't feel like he's a is a logical thinker. Like just can look at things and see what it is, and not allow just the whole fanatic aspects of it to cloud him judgments. And then with somebody
Hmm.
like that, you're not gonna be able to ever reason with them because them reasonability is just so skewed and me not
Hmm.
try to appease to
Yeah, no,
anybody or anything because we have like an open conversation and I am not team nobody. I am team levels with Kshema. That
but
is
but
it,
but
right?
but here's
So
the thing. What I would say to a person like him now is that you see Vibes Cartel
wait,
are the
1 second, 1 second. No, we're not saying that Cartel haven't been. This person said, so when I say Cartel haven't been giving Killer his flowers and respect, Cartel did multiple interviews when he came out of prison, and in almost every interview, he highlighted Bounty Killer and gave Bounty Killer his credit and respect to the point where I remember clearly in one interview, him outline and say, Bounty Killer make him rich him said that. So that's not what we're saying because the facts out there that he did that. What somebody in the comments suggested is that is it possible that Bounty Killer just want to be respected? No,
mm,
if you know nothing about respect, there are different levels to respect. I
hmm.
can go on an interview and say, yo, I respect you and you do this to me and whatever, but in reality and outside of the big public platform and when the lights are on, me in truth not show you no respect. You understand? Or you don't feel respected or whatever the case is. So that's just what we're saying.
No,
Hope
yeah,
that
yeah,
answer your question.
yeah. But here's the thing. What more say? You see who Cartel is as an artist, as a
Yes.
businessman, as a creative, not even as a creative, because everybody have their own creativity. But you see, as an artist, as a businessman, Bounty
Mm-hmm.
Killer needed the level. Bounty Killer needed that. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I say? So, to me, Vibes Cartel are really one of them person that were one of them artists that were any upcoming artists to study how him
Yeah.
doing
No,
thing. You
absolutely.
get what I say?
Absolutely.
Because again, Cartel also understands is a power. Is a power thing. You understand what I say? So when Cartel make a move, a power move he make. Them man they not just make move just fi say yo, or just willy-nilly. So you understand what I say? The man they're gonna be very calculating, in move. You understand? So for,
Yeah.
even though the fact say him not, you have to credit him do. Him don't come out
Mm-hmm.
and say one thing all know, You understand what I mean? And I think say him no need to come out come say, you think me not thinking please about how Killer deal with the thing. Cause
No, no,
as I
not
said,
at
me as
all.
a Bounty Killer
Him
fan,
not gonna be pleased with it.
cause me
Him
as
not
a
gonna be
Bounty Killer,
pleased with Bounty's action.
or
And then
the real Gaza uncle say Bounty power gone. But here's the thing. Me
which
not,
part of real Gaza? Oh, real Gaza uncle. Yes, sir.
no,
Welcome, real Gaza uncle.
Here's the thing. Bounty, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
drop him guard and end up get styled by everybody.
Yeah.
You
And
understand what I say? The Bounty.
even the comment that Killer made initially upon Massacre post where start all of this. Me like what me
Mm-hmm.
like, and me not like what me not like. I think he initially deleted that post,
Mm-hmm.
but not in time for social media to take a screenshot of it, including levels.
But me think that was the right. Here's the thing. Me think that was the right thing because it probably that eat killer. Well, why for the eat? But it a kill him inside. It a kill him inside
Stop
because
it!
here's the thing.
Calm down.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Me personally feel like the killer
Mm-hmm.
genuinely want to make amends with Cartel. You understand? I don't
Yeah.
think Killer bad mind Cartel. I don't think Killer don't want to make amends with Cartel, but
Mm-hmm.
he want to make it the way where half of the whole just the public thing where the show and tell thing where oh yeah Killer
All right. Yeah, break up little bit. Yeah, break up little bit.
outside that.
Say that again. A killer make.
No, yeah, like how Cartel would acknowledge say Killer make him rich. Cause Mr. Cartel reveal some things where probably enough people never know when he must say him that they are England and go link. And Killer in the go to England and dead for a while, done with basically done with music.
Mm-hmm.
And Killer and in go link Killer when Killer they are England and Killer say, no man, forward and whatever it is. You understand? So what may I say is that to me, to me, Cartel just what Killer expect from Cartel as it relates to just like the genuine thing, the sincere thing there, probably him
Mm-hmm.
not get it. You understand? So
And
deep down,
mm-hmm.
mhm,
But then in the same breath too, like Cartel will probably even a look on it to say on every major interview, every major platform that he has
mhm,
been on, from the Apple podcast with Ebro,
yeah,
to Breakfast Club, every drink champs, like every major platform that he was on
mhm,
in doing that media run internationally,
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
gave Bounty Killer his credit on all of those international platforms. So is
Mhm,
it also possible the fact that Cartel do that internationally on some of the major stages in the industry? Him feel
mhm.
like that can suffice in terms of the respect and homage when I pay to Killer in that way.
You're right, and in all
So imagine
fairness,
now, imagine from the flip side too, cause we are
mhm,
at levels and we are hash it out. So upon the flip side, when Cartel look for say him do all of that for Killer, but then in the same breath, the song that Killer choose for like for Massacre was the song titled System.
yeah,
Remember Massacre have other songs in and people are say, yeah, but remember say Killer not two in a Tommy Lee, but then also upon the interview where Tommy Lee do it Fix, where Fix were released today. I found it very profound that Tommy Lee, for example, I say, yo, big up to Bounty Killer. Me and him not really have nothing. And then him kind of share say some woman thing. So fast
mhm,
track now to Cartel scene Killer doing that and him see what him a do on the international stages and the different platforms. How is that? How am I gonna feel about that?
mhm.
Regardless if no communication not happen. Because brethren to brethren, be sure say you have brethren where you don't really call on a regular basis, but whenever on not start talk or on a link up, the conversation just continue which part it leave off.
Yeah, no, and that's
So could it be a case where it's possible that Killer probably jumped the gun or Killer's expectations is what drive him to that point to where him just feel like me like what me like and them say pressure bus pipe or whatever. So Cartel would have gone to Jamaica, him do him giveaways through him Adija Palmer Foundation. We never
Mm-hmm.
really say where him and Killer link up, but both Cartel and Killer get sponsorship through DJ Khaled's foundation on them
Mm-hmm.
individual foundation. So it's like when you meds the whole thing and you just look on the series of events, is it that and again it could also be because the man them know the dancehall craft.
And here's the thing, and that's the reason why when we just start, me make sure I declare myself means a bounty killer fan, alliance me say. But bounty killer makes some wrong step.
Yeah.
You get to me I say?
Yeah.
Bounty killer makes some wrong step. And me think say, and me think say, and me think say, me think say, hello?
Yeah. Yeah. I hearing you.
Yeah. And me think say bounty killer expectation, to say, cartel if you come call off him goons them
Mm-hmm.
was a bit much. You get to
Yeah.
me I say?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, me think Bounty Killer don't satisfied with weird him and Carter relationship there. Him
Yeah.
not him not satisfied with which part him and Carter relationship there. And him showcase that in him interaction with Massacre sang them a go at family and all of that. You understand what I say?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's something where Bounty Killer, in my opinion, know know what the backlash we are gonna fall. No, not the backlash. Him expect say it a go create something between him and Cartel, but him never planned for the Gaza. Him never planned for the Gaza
Backlash.
rollout. Yeah, I don't think in the plan for that. But to me, as me say, I don't feel like say Bounty Killer bad mind, no Cartel. Me no
Yeah.
feel like say Bounty Killer a try and if it's a case where the matter about Bounty Killer system, Cartel benefit from the system of Bounty Killer would have in place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see me I say?
Yeah, not just him, but enough artists would have benefit from that same system. You hear me?
Yeah.
You hearing me?
Yeah, man, yeah, man,
Oh,
I
yeah,
hear you.
yeah, yeah. May I hear you now? May I hear you now?
Yeah, so Cartel would have, if Bounty did have a system in place, Cartel would have did benefit from it. You understand me? I
Mm-hmm.
say, and as we talk about system now, to me, Bounty Killer is just naturally a person in a them time there where him see somebody, whether them have potential or not, him give them a strength. So that's the reason why after a few years, it become a case where say majority of the industry a
Mm-hmm.
bounty killer give them start from promoter to producer where sometimes the producer are the engineer, sometimes the producer are the dust man with it they run him. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I say? So and then radio DJ in all of that. And then you'd have so at the end of the day, me not think it's a case where him have to tell nobody say yo, or shut
Mm-hmm.
out the man there or whatever it is. A man does have it say yo. When because people may not understand say back then it never easy to get in a music.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like now where you just do a thing and upload a thing and 20 vlogger just roll out with it because them a look content and you just start have a little have some little just for getting out just for get through a studio gate. You have
Yeah.
to know somebody.
And that's why at the end of the day, you have to also give props to a alkaline who go around the system.
But Alkaline did have in one system too.
Yeah, him did have him own system, but just
Sunshine them and Jordan them and all of them
yeah, and
something there.
DJ Frost
And
and
DJ
all of them.
Frost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you understand me?
no,
I say,
yeah, for sure. But when I say like go around the system in terms of yes, him did have carbon records and him did have people where management and then like you mentioned the producers including DJ Sunshine, Frost and Chimney and all of them. But then in the same breath too, he didn't rely per se upon like to join a camp or be a part of a camp
But then
or
film camp,
whatever.
that's film camp, that's his camp.
No, but in truth though,
Like I
you have to be
established what one we
fair. Yeah,
established already.
yeah, you have to be fair for no say. You just mentioned, say like to get a break in the industry. There are challenges. There are a lot
But
of
you have to
challenges
realize,
and
say,
that kind of thing.
you have to realize, say, even though,
Leprosy.
Al-
When did Alkaline join up with Movado? Alkaline was already established when you
why,
did
why,
have
why you
Alkaline,
war,
Movado, and
why you
Jameen.
war with, why you war with
Do the
leprosy?
maths, man. Do the maths check again.
So here's the thing. But
Sure.
as I talk about alkaline
Mm-hmm.
maybe I've never have the break yet, but you talk about all of these people in our camp where I'm associated with, are
Yeah.
established people, DJ
Established
Sunshine,
producers. Yeah, yeah.
DJ Sunshine, Jordan,
Radio. Mm-hmm.
DJ Frost. So at the end of the day, so Mark, you see this whole thing where Massacre start, it'll make it sound like, oh, system are the worst thing and whatever it is. But everybody have their system, Everybody have their system, and that's the reason why. And every system where they there, them hold on pan the door or the gate as
Mm-hmm.
long as them can. Cause when Alkaline a run it,
Yeah.
how much people could I get past him?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say? But what me I say at the end of the day, when people, and to me feel like say Mr. Vegas again, with him, which him have all right to.
Mm-hmm.
But Mr. Vegas again with the whole dancehall craft mixed with the psychology, him kind of spin it now. Spin the whole Massacre song with the system and turn it from Bounty Killer and not stop
Mm-hmm.
shoot over there. But to me, Bounty Killer never, me not think Bounty Killer never go out in like intentionally. I say, oh, me I go build up them people, I feel lock out people. No. Bounty Killer does help people and them end up become who them is. Because enough people don't realize say, left side and Esco, a Bounty Killer help break them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like at the beginning of the live, I was saying, the people them where killer would have helped in the industry is not just artists alone, but it's springboard to selectors,
Selectors,
sound system
everybody.
operators, radio DJs, and all of
Bounty
that.
Killer help all businessman too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Businessman where probably I make multi-million-dollar more than him before even Cartel. You get to me, I say, and him never bad mind. Well, me don't know if him bad mind them. You
Yeah,
understand me, I say?
yeah,
But maybe two of them are artists, so they no come talk. Who
yeah.
knows? Because since everybody, but as me I say, so Bounty Killer was the type where by the time after a few years, him have him have him have artists with him help, producer will help, radio DJ will help, promoter will help, engineer will help. Being upon the other, and I mean, I talk about helping people where are nobody, people were not even the things say,
Mm-hmm.
them
Mm-hmm.
did all go in a music, them just a come for us,
Yeah,
whole a vibe. Being a man upon the other hand, in my opinion, was more strategic. Being a
yeah.
man would be a case, it would be a case where say, being a strategically where I say, all right, him ensure say him align himself with a radio DJ or a
Mm-hmm.
selector keeper event, him make sure him there. I being the man that hot as him is, no money him not charge or whatever it is. So at the end of the day, him always in the mix. So so being was more strategic for say help people where would are already established or have certain team favors them I go to people where would have certain clout already. You understand? While Bounty
Mm-hmm.
will help people from 0 to 100. And so at the end of the day, that a part of the, why you think the industry so quiet? The
Yeah.
industry quiet.
Well, look, again, it's like I say, it's like I said before, the industry understand the politics, the industry see everything where happen. And just like you have entertainers in the industry, a lot of people strategic. Them see
Mm.
certain wars are going on for them business, and people are go withhold them comments, them views, them opinions, and them very strategic and know, okay, so if me jump in this conversation, how can it propel my career, what can I get out of it? I saw them look on it. So if them see a situation where if they make a comment or jump on a particular bandwagon, if them see how it can be beneficial to them, then they will react, then them are gonna respond. The entire industry
No,
still are going.
no, but what may I say, if Bounty Killer was so bad, more
Mm-hmm.
you'd have people from the industry come out and I say, yeah, man, a real, a fussy that for sure, or whatever it is. Man, people have issues, you know. Man, people have
Yeah,
fallouts, you know.
but it still come down to strategy too, you know. It still come down to strategy. Them people are gonna
Hmm.
always know when them can make a move.
No, but what may I try to show you, say, in my opinion,
Yes.
these people, them quiet because them know say enough of the narrative we are spin, enough of the narrative we are push. Them know say that is not, you know, because me hear people all say, Bounty Killer help some youths, but him hold down more youths. Me not agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Me not agree with that because first and foremost, if somebody in a Bounty Killer time, if somebody can show a next person will help as much people in the industry as
Mm-hmm.
Bounty Killer, then we can have a conversation. You get me? I say, so I don't like say, oh, Bounty I help this amount of people and the next because if that was the case, the industry would have probably bigger. You get me? I say, you'd have
Yeah.
way more, you'd have way more. Bounty Killer have issues with some people. That no mean say, um, him are the person where I go around and just look for people for hold on and decide to art that this person may I let you. At the end of the day, if an artist align with if people align with a particular team, them are gonna end up get the support from
From them camp, from
from
them
them
team.
camp. You
Yeah.
understand? It's just like a record label.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different, you know, just because we in Jamaica we kind of do things um informal, but it's just
Yeah.
like a record label.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? So at the end of the day, me personally, me just feel like say Bounty and Cartel did like the initial link make and
Mm-hmm.
probably Bounty Killer expectation as it relates to just the genuine conversation the after our link up or maybe outside of the public I him feel like say him a get style neatly or whatever it is. Me no know. Me no know. But me personally as a Bounty Killer fan, me still feel like say there was some wrong step where Killer make as it relates to,
Yeah, there were a
in
lot
my
of wrong
opinion.
steps him do, and it's like me say initially that even some of the posts that he's making now, him honestly no need for make them. And to me, it's like the more he makes certain talk, the more he makes certain post, it's actually
Hmm.
it's a little more harm than
Yeah.
good as it
Yeah,
relates to
yeah.
where he is now. And that is the thing when people have certain expectations, because at the end of the day, people may not act how you think they're going to act, or people may feel like, okay, I have done enough to express my gratitude. For
Hmm.
example, Cartel would I think like, oh, I always express gratitude and a big up Bounty Killer and show my respect. So that is enough to suffice. But then again, because of your expectations and your anticipation, you feel like more need for happen,
So,
more should be done.
a brother say, we fi stop make Bounty Killer look like Angel. How we make Bounty Killer look like Angel when
Look here. You have to
militarily I
just
say,
move on with the
no, hold
conversation
on, no,
because
hold on, no, hold on, no. Militarily, I said, me is a Bounty Killer fan. I do things, say, it makes some wrong step. You get me, dude? Because even the fact, even when it come on to him show, and then at the time when Cartel give him all
Mhm,
the props or whatever it is, me also think Killer could have capitalized a little more on
mhm.
that, on the momentum there theme show leading up to him show. So, but we don't know what man mind frame is and all of that. But as me say, me just I say when people I say Bounty Killer bad mind cartel, me not think so. When
Yeah,
people I
no.
say yeah, when people I say when Bounty Killer expects a cartel to come say, oh Gaza fans not for this him, me think say that is asking for too much after interacting with especially the Sangwanium system. You
Yeah.
see me I deal with? So
Yeah.
that are
All
yeah,
right. So
that's bad
big up to
thing.
the levels community. Mrs. Say, again, the conversation is levels. Levels is a reasoning. It's where we have a conversation. And for the
The
next
like up the
live,
live
and
and share it.
For the next live, I'm definitely gonna open it where I can hear from you. I can hear your views. I can hear your opinion. All
Yeah.
right. So may I get multiple missed calls from my mom? So I really feel like this is a call when I have to go take.
Yeah, and
But
I think moving forward, you have just make sure you drop the link and pin it before you go live. Or I don't know how that
yeah,
works. So
yeah. But yeah, this is a call I definitely have to take because of the multiple times I keep getting this call from my mom. Next time I'm using StreamYard, I want to hear from you. It's the Levels community. And to me, as long as we can be respectful in having the conversation, I'm good with that. Though I've been in the industry for a long time, I am open to new ideas, opinions, and views and all of that. So of course, me don't know everything. So that's what the platform is for. It's levels. We talk dancehall. I will have a reasoning. Brethren, what your name? Bless up yourself.
don't know a dancehall settings. So big up yourself.
Dancehall
Yeah,
settings. Yeah, man. Give
yeah,
thanks to
man.
the reasoning. And I
Yeah,
really
man.
enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everyone who came on the live, who participated. I enjoyed the views and opinions. StreamYard. Yeah, I'm going to do it so we can definitely have that conversation and have that interaction.
All right.
It's not radio, it's levels. You know the strips, right?
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Thanks so much for the check in. All right. Blessings. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh. This was really epic. Happy New Year. All the best for 2026 and beyond. I see some people in the live. I said if we go live more often. So guess what? I'm go live tomorrow and we just do it all over again. But I definitely going to work out the whole StreamYard settings. So I can hear from you. You can interact with me and yeah, man. So good night and bless up. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please subscribe. It's Levels with Kshema. I mean, know a whole heap of people have said them never realize them start back the channel and so hit the subscribe button, click your notification bell so you can get the notification whenever I'm live. So thank you so much. Yes, subscribe. Thank you. Good night.